Hey guys, it's the Scotch Korean and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 2.5. This is going to be episode 5, and in episode 4 what we did was we made this little farming area, a little branch down off of our main line. We didn't have any plants planted at the time because I ended up dying at the end of the episode and just ended it there. But I have been growing some crops. I'm just like, a little farmer out here tending to my land. So what we have growing right now is industrial hemp, which just in case we ever want to dabble in immersive engineering. We have wheat because we are now upgraded to toast, and then we have a few spinach crops over here. And I am growing these for a reason, and it's not just because I think I'm Popeye, but it's an actual reason later down the road, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise yet. You might know what they're for. If you do, leave a comment and we can see if you are right. But yeah, so I also added some more machines to our repertoire of machines, and also a leadstone energy cell to stop wasting energy. We don't have time to do that. So what I've added is a pulverizer, the basic kind, and then an induction smelter. And I use the induction smelter to get some stuff that we needed for today's project, or projects, depends on how long it takes. So as you've seen from the title, we are going to do a little bit of automation today. And you ask what kind? Well, I'm about to tell you. We are going to automate the sifting and hammering of cobblestone, and we're going to do it in a way, well, I'll just show you. So let's grab the stuff we need. I believe this is, whoopsie daisies, I believe this is all of it. Yes, this is all of it for now. So let's head down. I say down because I've added a basement to this platform. You can also see that I've moved the cobblestone generator. It was just in the way of the basement, and also it was ugly up here. I didn't like it. I think this is actually cool though, so I'm gonna try and keep this up here because I think it looks pretty neat. And maybe we don't actually need more lava, but if we just fill the whole back row just to make it look cool, aesthetic purposes. So what I did down here is, this is for the reason why we're building. This has something to do with going back to these hammers and sieves. So I added fence down here, oak fence instead of the cobblestone wall, because I think it adds a nice touch, and it also keeps it open down here. And I believe if you're doing a skyblock world, you have to have an open base. That's just my opinion. You get to be out in the sky in the rain and all that good stuff. I have this here as kind of a guide to help me build this thing, because it's a bit tricky if you don't watch out and see what you're doing. So let's get to building. Oh, first I have to explain what the two levers are for, or levers, however you want to say it. So we have 3 automatic hammers, and these two levers are going to control what type of output we are going to be sifting. So if I flick this lever down, if the machine was here, we're going to start and convert to sifting dust. If I flick this lever down, if both these levers are up, by the way, this one down, that one up. If this one's down, we're going to start sifting only sand. If both of them are up, we're going to be sifting gravel. So that's how this thing's going to work. Hopefully, I've designed it in a test world just to make sure. So I'm pretty sure this thing is going to work out as planned. I haven't figured out a way to power it yet, but we will get to that after we build it. So let's place these 2 right here. And we're going to put 3 tall on the hammers. And we are going to do 2 back here and then 3 in the front. And we're going to save this side for our leadstone flux ducts. Alright, so we need to add some servos to these guys. We're going to do 1 here and 1 right there. So what is next? The next thing we can do is just plop down our little sieve. Alright, so we can get these out of our way and grab our red alloy wire. So if we flick this lever down, you can see it already turns this one on. But we also needed to turn on the top output as well. So we could just set that to high. It's already high. We set that's already high too. So if we just do a little whoopsie daisies. Alright, so we could just put a block there, stair step it up, and plop some red well, it's gonna take one extra piece. Alright, so now that is being powered also. So what's gonna happen with this lever down is that we're gonna get cobblestone from our cobblestone generator into the top one, and it's gonna then pump it out from the top one into the second one, and also from the second one down to the third one, which, if you remember correctly, will give you dust, and we'll be sifting dust. And then we need to set up this one, so we just need this one to turn the top one on, and we can do that. It's not gonna be pretty back here, so keep that in mind, but that will be okay. It's not that big of a deal. I don't plan on coming back here really, or seeing it. We might see it, but you know, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And we could just run this up the wall. Whoops. We could just run this up this wall and put it there, and that should be good. Alright, so that is working like I want it to, right? Yes, perfect. And then if we do this and flick that one down, it should just be this one. Alright guys, so that is the basics of our automation of hammering and sifting. We might try and pretty this up a little bit. I'll do that off camera though. Right now I'm just going for function. So we need to figure out, well, first, you know what we haven't done yet is we haven't gotten cobblestone into the top of this thing. So what we could do is just and get this off. We don't want that connected to anything, and just run it down. Alright, so now that should be good, and we could just do a servo and ignored. Is that gonna pull out of the top? Yes, it will. Great. So now all we have left to do is figure out a power situation. And we have that coal thing working up there, but that is too far away, and it's not powerful enough, I don't think, to power this whole setup. So we have a few options we could do. We could do some solar power, or we could just set up a bunch of those generators down here. I haven't figured out what I want to do quite yet, so let's just take a quick look. So we have a few options for solar panels. We have the photovoltaic cell, which will give us how much? So 10 RF per tick. We need hardened glass, silicon, electrical steel, which, if I believe, we need normal steel. So we'd have to make some blast furnaces and stuff, and coal coke. And we need quartz or nether quartz. So this one, honestly, I don't think we're going to be going this way. So a solar generator. That's pretty expensive, but how much power does this thing do? See, I don't know. I would have to look that up. Or we could do the solar panels from Solar Flux, which are pretty dang cheap, right? They're pretty cheap, but they only generate 2 RF per tick and transfer 16. And we need a whole bunch of them to get this one, which would generate 16, transfer 128. So I don't know how much these machines need to operate in the beginning, because right now we're not going to be adding any speed upgrades until, well, we will if we have enough. If we have enough resources right now. I don't know how much we have, or how much or how expensive those are. So I'll tell you what, I will take a cut, and I'm going to go figure out our power production to run our new machine. Alright guys, so as you can see, I went with the solar panel, and I made the level 2 version. If this can't run it, I will do something in between this episode and next, because I do think that this is going to be the last. What happened to this, man? It's okay. Because I do think this is going to be the last segment of this episode. Oh no. Alright, so let's just set this right here. Right? Or can I should set it up. Let me go get some building blocks, and then I will set it up. Because I don't want it to run it through the floor. Or do the covers cover the flux duct? I wonder if they do. because I noticed that if you make a cover, it does not work with the red alloy wire from Red Logic. The Forge Microblocks used to work with the other red alloy wire from the other, I think it was Project Red, but not any longer. But we can actually see I didn't grab any building blocks, did I? So hopefully this works, because I don't feel like running up there again. So if I place, oh man, if I place that, will this cover it? Oh man, I wonder if there's another thing that will cover up these flux ducts, because I'm kind of disappointed that the covers didn't do that. Let's add this, and then let's put it one high, just to not that one high. We want this to be one high. And get rid of this, and then do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need more flux. Looking good. We are getting some power, and this is working mighty slow, so we are probably gonna need to upgrade this. But we are sifting gravel. And now let's take a quick look. Nope, not at that. Let's take a quick look and let's flip the lever and see if we see it go out. If we just see it go out of this one into this one, I'll be happy and I'll end the episode. It is taking ages. One more little dot. And it gets pulled out just like I planned. So that was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little build that we did. If it helped you out at all, or if you're going to use this build, let me know. I think it'd be cool to see if you guys come up with some other stuff. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.